Hi, Tracy here from the West Grey Public Library. Thank you for joining me for a few moments, just to take a moment, an opportunity just to perhaps de-stress some of the mental activity that perhaps you've been doing throughout your day. If you have been sitting at a desk or talking on the phone or with meetings and things like that, it's just nice to kind of take that moment to push your chair away from the desk and just take a little break. Or maybe even if you've just been at home or out and about, just to take the opportunity for yourself to take a few deep breaths and allow the body to move into a place and a state of rest and digest and thriving. Just wanted to mention that any of the live videos that we do here are also being posted to our YouTube channel. So you can search that West Grey Public Library YouTube channel. I'll also post a link in after the video. But just so that you know that they're always there for your reference and that you can go back and follow along with some of the previous practices. So when you're ready, just take the opportunity to come to the edge of your chair, just enough that you can feel your sit bones and just the edge of your pelvis supported on your seat. Having a little bit of space between your knees and between your feet, and ideally the feet planted firmly down onto the ground. Just take a moment to remove any distractions. And just resting the arms alongside your body or on your lap. Perhaps closing your eyes. We'll just take a moment and just to observe, to check in. Just to feel the support and the contact beneath your feet. Begin to notice your seat and its contact with the surface beneath you and the support that it offers you. Start to observe or explore around the torso. Notice your upper back and shoulders, your arms, your neck. Notice the muscles of your face. Just get a sense or a feeling tone to your body right now. What does it feel like to exist in your skin? What is it that you notice? Particular temperature or a sensation, maybe a sense of weightedness in the body, heaviness. And is there a word perhaps that would describe this feeling tone, or it's just identification of the body right now? And then when you're ready, take one hand, just place it on your upper chest and one hand on your belly. And often this already begins to bring attention to the breath. So just start to notice how your breath moves into these two places, into each palm of your hand. Just feeling, noticing. Try not to change the breath too much, but just feel it with your hands. Feel where it moves in your body right now. And could you find a little more softening to your breath in and around your chest and your upper back? Can you find a sense of relaxing through the shoulders and shoulder blades to create a little more space for the breath? Softening down into the belly, Inviting the belly a little deeper into, or the breath a little deeper into the belly. And there's often this thing that can happen with our breath pattern when we're under a lot of mental stress or distraction or just a lot of mental activity, is our breath can almost become reversed. So can you get this sense of sinking down into your seat and down a little heavier into your feet? And with each breath in, can you kind of get this sense or this kind of feeling that the breath is moving down, that there's energy moving down? And then as you breathe out, there's a sense of energy rising up and out. What can happen is when we start to think about the breath sometimes, or if we're under a lot of stress, is we can breathe upward with our inhale, which pulls our diaphragm up, but we want our diaphragm to move down. So just creating that mind-body connection, that when you breathe in, everything softens down, expands down and out. And then when you breathe out, things begin to then lift up. This sense of contraction. If it feels available for your bottom hand to bring it to your low back or your mid-back section, just bring the back of your hand to rest there. Can you begin to create movement in the full 360, full 3D of your torso? So feeling a little bit of breath moving into your back hand as well. Bringing your inhales and your exhales to your nostrils. So just gently closing the lips, softening the jaw. This breath in and out of the nostrils sends message to the body and to the nervous system of calm, of quiet, of rest, digest, and thrive. Perhaps the feeling sense of your breath into your hands is enough for your attention to stay. If not, you can always say the words inhale and exhale. Or perhaps you count to the 3 or 4 with each breath in and each breath out. Just pull the attention back if it gets distracted, breathing into the fullness of the body. Inhales, expand. Energy moves down. Exhales, contract. Energy moves up and out. Beautiful. When you're ready, just relax your hands back down at your side or onto your lap. And then we'll take a breath in through the nostrils. Bring your shoulders up towards your ears and then roll them back as you breathe out. And we'll do this a few times, just nice and slow, inhaling up, back, exhale down, and release. And then one more time, full breath in and full breath out. just take an opportunity to notice what happens when you finish that movement. What happens in your body? How does it feel? We'll bring the hands together in front of your chest. Clasp your hands and press the palms away from you. Start to reach from your shoulder blades, the back of your body, through to your palms. Then tuck your tailbone round your back and bring the head in between the arms here. And then inhale to rise up tall as you arch through the back. Lift the chest and the palms to the sky. A little bit of a bend in your elbows. And then exhale back down in front. So you exhale to round. Inhale to back bend to lift the chest. And just find a nice rhythm here. And then inhaling up tall, let's pause there. Readjust your spine so you feel lots of length. Maybe root down through the heels a little bit, through the toes, and then down through your seat. Feel your spine grow long and tall through the center. Take a full breath in here. And then exhale, release the hands and bring the elbows to a cactus shape. And then draw the elbows back, the thumbs back, as you squeeze through the shoulder blades. Just a little bit more here. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. And then release your arms down at your side. And again, maybe on your lap, just take a moment, notice sensation, temperature, any of that texture. Bring the backs of your hands together and just sway fingertips towards you and away. Just a little bit of a counter stretch to the wrists here. Okay, and then we'll grab the chair with your right hand and reach up and over with your left. So you'll head towards the right side. Palm facing down towards the floor. And then turn your palm up towards the sky and reach a little more through your elbow. Press down through your feet. Take a full breath as you reach up and then come over so that left hand grabs your chair. Right arm reaches up and over, palm towards the floor. Nice and tall through the spine. Take a breath here. And then turn your palm to the sky and reach up through the bent elbow. Nice side bend here. Breathe into the rib cage. Nice. And then inhale and come up tall. We'll turn to the right, grabbing the right thigh with your left hand. Grab the back of your chair, the side of your chair with your right. Sitting nice and tall as you root down, turn and twist towards your right and gaze over your right shoulder. Take a few breaths here in this twist. And then come back through center. Just take a moment and even notice that. Maybe it's very subtle. And then turning right hand to left thigh, left hand behind you or the side of the chair. Relax your shoulders. Inhale as you grow tall, pressing down through the feet and the seat. Exhale as you turn to twist and gaze over that left shoulder, taking a few breaths here. And then come back through center. Then we'll inhale, the arms come forward, and then we'll circle them back, reaching back behind you as far as you can. Reaching forward and back. So nice big circles with the arms. And again, maybe matching your breath to this movement. So inhale as you rise. Exhale as you let that relax. Nice big circles here. And then release the arms back down to your lap. Turning the head from side to side. Just nice and slow. And also using the eyes here. So gazing as far off in the distance. So not looking at immediate objects in your space, but as you turn from side to side, slowly, gazing in the distance. And then come through center, tuck the chin towards your chest. Bring the hands to the back of your head and a little bit of pressure as your elbows drop down towards the floor. Inhale, lift and open the elbows, lift the chin and the chest. Exhale, come back to chin tucks, elbows hug in. Inhale, opening to lift the chest, widen the elbows. One more time, exhale as you come down. Inhale as you come up. And then relax the arms down at your side. So just taking a moment to soften your gaze off into the distance with your eyes. And then look up into 12 o'clock. So your head's going to stay neutral where it is. You're just going to move the eyes up. And then move your eyes down to 6 o'clock. Move them back up to 12. And back down to 6. And then up to 12. And then look over to 3 o'clock. Look into 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Back up to midnight, 12 o'clock. And then we'll go to 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock. And then go to 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Allow the eyes to close. Bring your hands together. Just create a little bit of heat in the palms of your hands, so rubbing them together here. And then place the palms of your hands just gently over your eyes. Coming back to that soft breath in the chest and in the belly. Just feeling this cue to the body and the mind to down-regulate. Relax the hands down at your side. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Extend the left out to reach towards the floor. You can always bring your right hand to rest on your head if you prefer more sensation. And then come back up. Just take a moment, just relax the head. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Left hand can always come to the head. Right arm extends. And then coming up tall. We'll lean back slightly and extend the right leg out in front of you. Find some circles with your ankle. So just rotating your foot around. So not slouching into the low back, but staying lifted through the chest. Nice tall spine. Just leaning back. Change your direction. Point and flex your toe in your foot, in your ankle. And then press through your heel. You're going to lower the leg down towards the floor. So you want to be on the edge of your chair here. And then we're going to lift the leg up just to wherever it's hot, like that feels available to you. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. So just working the hip flexors, which can get a little tight and short from sitting. So we're just going to not fling the leg up, but just using the hip to lift and lower that leg. And then pull that knee in towards your body. Give it a little squeeze. Maybe both hands can grab for that. As you hug it towards you, relax the shoulders and sit up nice and tall. And then cross that ankle over your left knee. Rooting down here to rise up, perhaps hinging forward if that feels okay on your hip. Definitely not necessary. Left leg can always move, or foot can move away from you if that stretch is really intense. And then come on back up and release that leg. Leaning back slightly into your chair, extending your left leg. Pointing and flexing and rotating around through your ankle. And then press through that heel, extend the leg, lower it to the floor, and then lift the leg up. So lifting and lowering the whole entire leg without momentum, but using the strength of your hip flexor for that to happen. Don't worry so much about the height that you lift. And then draw that knee in towards you. Give it a little squeeze as you sit up nice and tall. Cross that ankle over to your right knee. And as you root down, perhaps hinging at your hips. Full breath in. And slow breath out. Release and set that leg down. Bring your hands towards your thighs. Press into your feet. Come on up to standing for a moment. Bring the hands to your low back. And you're just going to root through your heels for a moment. And then send your hips forward and lift the chest slightly. So just a gentle back bend or an opening to the hips from sitting all day. Keep the weight in the heels when you do that. You're welcome to lift your gaze up towards the sky, whatever's most comfortable for your neck. And then exhale as you pull the hips back and just fold forward just slightly, just coming to a little bit of a hinge in your hips. Coming up, send the hips forward, and then send the hips back. You may feel a little bit of a stretch to the backs of your legs when you do that. Just take a moment, just a few like that. Very good. And then when you're ready, just coming back to sit down onto the edge of your chair. Just coming into that comfortable seat again that's supported, maybe closing your eyes again, resting your arms in your hands, and come to that connection beneath your feet, to the surface that your feet are making contact with. Let your feet relax, your toes soften. Just feel that support. Notice the weight and the heaviness of your legs and where your seat is sitting on your chair. And then if you were to do that scan again through your body, your chest and your shoulders, and the belly, and the face and the neck. And you notice a difference in the feeling tone or the sensation or the temperature, or the rate and the pace at which thoughts arrive from when we first began. Allow your exhale to completely empty. Take a full breath in. And exhale, release. Just blinking, open the windows to your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and that I'll see you again here next week, Thursday at 4 o'clock. Bye-bye.